Hello folks, this is AO with Automotive Reviews, and I'm here to remind you to subscribe and thumbs up, and thanks for coming by to watch this video. Today we're going to talk about the Volvo tech system, and we're going to talk about the Volvo tech system, and we're going to talk about the different modes as far as driving is concerned. There are different modes, and what we're gonna do, we're gonna turn around and look at the settings, and let's see. So first we're gonna go into settings, and we're gonna go right to the settings pick, and then we're gonna choose my car, and then we're gonna go past displays. We're gonna go past the IntelliSafe. Individual driving modes is what we're gonna go and look at. The individual driving modes. And as you see, it says my car. It says individual driving mode. Individual drive mode. And it says adopt a drive mode to personal preferences. Presets. Choose a preset drive mode to have as a starting value. So this is a preset mode that you can set as a starting value, which means when you first come in and turn on the car, you should go to this starting value, which could either be eco or comfort or dynamic. Now in the dynamic mode, the eco mode is for, to save gas and save the earth type of thing, and the comfort mode is for your own comfort. It still turns off everything and all that as well when you're in the comfort mode. And then there is the dynamic mode, which is for the performance mode, which is also called the Polestar mode. If you have the Polestar upgrade, it will, go into that Polestar mode. As you can see, I just came out of the how you say it? I just came out of the one mode where you start your car. That's a stereo. Sorry about that. So I just came out of the I forget the name, the phone mode where you start your car, the on-call mode where you start your car from your phone. Again, the dynamic mode is there, and it just sets suspension, steering, braking, and all that. And then you have the driver display, which we talked about earlier, which is I can either be eco, comfort, or dynamic. And again, we went through that. We went through the different driver displays and the driver display mode. And then there's the steering force mode. The steering force affects the force of the steering wheel. It could be either in low, medium, or high. And basically what that is that, it makes the steering more sporty, which means it's harder to turn. You have to turn it with a little bit more force. It's either on low, which means it's real easy, and medium, which is what it is, medium, and then high. And then you have the powertrain characteristics. It affects torque and acceleration. And it also affects the ignition timing, which makes it more aggressive. And the eco mode is not as aggressive. It's to save fuel. And the comfort mode is just regular, the full-on comfort. And you have the dynamic mode, which is when you want to go off the chain. It's still also called the Polestar mode if you got the Polestar upgrade. And you also have the brake characteristics, which affects the brake pedal. Normal, it's a normal feel. And then when you have dynamic, that's a dynamic feel, and the brakes engage right away. and it's real sensitive, which is a good feature. I personally like that, and I have those presets already set. And then you also have the start and stop. Engine is in standby mode when vehicle is not moving. Reject that phone call. When vehicle is not moving, it's in standby mode. And again, let's go back to the gauges, and I can show you that when you go into dynamic mode, and when you hit the dynamic button, Polestar shows up, and you can see the RPM gauges went up. That means it's in performance mode. But then when I come out of it, watch the RPM gauge. When I go back into comfort mode, it goes down, the idling goes down. So the car and everything position itself for performance. And even when I go into the eco mode, see the gauges change. That's the eco mode. But when I go back into dynamic mode, that changes. So it just makes the car, more aggressive, and it also idles differently, and it changes the exhaust. The exhaust also changes to be a more aggressive, you know, and it's quite interesting, you know, for a luxury car. Say perhaps luxury performance car. It's quite interesting. So, you know, but this is a setting that you see as you're driving down the road in the Volvo, and it's sort of different, you know, but the individual driving modes are, you know, it's worthwhile. It's a cool feature. There are many other features too in this, and later on we'll talk about lighting, mirror and convenience, locking and the parking brake and suspension, wipers. This is all underneath the My Car settings, and these are all the different ones, and we're gonna just touch on each one for like 7 to 10 minutes, 7 to 8 minutes basically about 8 minutes for the GoPro. A GoPro only lets me upload it in 8 minutes and 51 seconds increments, and so we'll touch on it in 8 minutes, and when I master the editing part, you know, we'll be able to add more. But until then, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys continue to subscribe, continue to check me out, and I hope I captured your attention to the end. Again, any comments, just let me know. I appreciate you guys coming to the channel, and actually you guys make me who I am. Thanks, and have an awesome day.